What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Dini back with another Raptors upload. How y'all doing? In today's video, we're talking about some Raptors players that might break out this season and take over the league. So if you are new, hit that like button, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications when I upload, as I'm going to upload daily or almost every other day. So please hit that like button, comment, subscribe. Alright, so first player I have on my list for players that might break out for the Raptors. I have Vanvleet, aka Steady Freddy. The reason why I have him at the first list was because he's an all-star. He played very well last season as the Raptors were in the 8th and 7th seed at the time, and then over time they kind of played a bit better as Siakam came back, and this led them being the 4th and 5th seed in the East. So honestly, I'm going to explain his regular season numbers and his playoff numbers, and you'll kind of see a difference. But I think Vanvleet overall, he played a very good season. That he's getting paid this season, that he's going to get a contract extension worth $110 million for 4 years. So honestly, that's not even that bad. But honestly, let's just talk about his regular season and then why I think he'll break out. Last season, over his 65 games, he averaged 20.3 points, 4.4 rebounds, 5.7 assists, 40% from the field goal, and shot 37 from 3 and 87.4% from the free throw line. So honestly, that is really not bad. But that was just for the regular season, and he played 65 games. That's really good as he was out for a bit, so that's okay. But I think the Raptors, they probably played like 88 games, so 65 divided by 88, that's almost like about 75 to 80% of the season, or if I'm correct. But honestly, about Vanvleet, he's now a one-time All-Star and 2019 NBA champion. As you know, he hit that shot to seal the series versus the Warriors when Kevin Durant was out.
Wide open look, puts it in. Fred Vanvleet, a huge three-pointer. 22 points off the bench as Golden State calls timeout.
Communication on switching. He gets a wide open three.
So, yeah, Fed Family's done a lot. But, yeah, Fed Family's always proved to better yourself and always keep pushing, keep grinding. So, but in the playoffs, he kind of had his second best playoffs. You can say his regular season to the playoffs, he kind of took a dip in his 3-point percentage as he shot 37% on the season in the regular season, and then he shot 33% in the playoffs. So honestly, the defense kind of routed a bit on him. I'm surprised he wasn't really doing much because he was injured, so what could he really do? But 13.8 points, I expect more. But that was alright for a Fed. But this season, I think in the playoffs, he's gonna play very good, and he's probably gonna break out afterwards. I'm not really mad about this one, but I mean, Fed Family showed he can put the ball in the bucket. He's got 50 points per game. There's nothing really else he can do. He can play defense. He can do this. He can do that. And also, Fed Vanvleet, the reason why he's getting injured a lot because his minutes per game were up. But if the Raptors can manage that, I think they can kind of tweak that and kind of go around it and get to about 30 to 25 minutes per game. If you can find like a backup playmaker, that can help him very much as he used to playing a 2 and not the primary guard position. So we'll see what he can do. But and to add one more thing, Fed Vanvleet averaged 20.1 points, 6.6 assists, 4.4 rebounds in 34 games before the All-Star game last season. So I think Fed Vanvleet, he played very steady and well leading up to the All-Star break. And then as the playoffs came around, he kind of took a dip. I don't know what more damage Fed can do, but honestly, for Fed Vanvleet, he showed he can do a lot. As now we just to break out and show why he's in the NBA for a reason. So I think at number 1, he'll probably break out. Alright, so the next player I think that can break out is Malachi Flynn. The reason why I think is because I remember back in Tampa, this guy was the Rookie of the Month for, I think it was April or whenever it was. If Malachi Flynn, he gets more minutes, honestly, he can play very much more better in the court as he can play defense. Honestly, he's like a good off-ball defender. He's 6'1", he's 175 pounds, and probably a second year in the season during that time. So Malachi Flynn, he had good potential as he was the last pick in the first round of the draft. He still showed some upside, but last season he kind of took a dip again as he averaged 4.3 points, 1 rebound per game, 39 from the field, 33 from 3, and shot 62% from the free throw line. And he didn't really do much that season as last season he almost averaged close to 10 points per game. But let me read the stats for last season and this season. So last season in 2020-21, he had 10.5 points, 3 assists per game, 8% from the free throw line, and shot 32% from the 3, and he played over almost 20 minutes per game. Now into this season from last season, he played 12 minutes per game, 4.3 points, almost 1.5 assists, 62% from the free throw line, 45% from the 2-point line, 30% from 3, and he only had 12 minutes in 44 games where he started 5 of them, and last season where he got 47 and started 14 games. So I think Malachi Flynn, if he gets probably close to 20 minutes per game, you can see a bit more production. But I think Malachi Flynn now, and they need help from that aspect. But now they have Christian Koloko. They can probably get another 5 or 10 more points off that bench. But I think this season he might prove to himself that he can break out and be a good secondary backup guard to improve his trade value. So teams he probably could go to, you can probably say like teams like the Pacers, the Knicks, the Mavericks, you can say they need backup guard help. Malachi Flynn ordered that special games back in March or April of last year in Tampa. He showed that he can bring it, and he showed that he can possibly be a good backup point guard on a winning team. So Malachi Flynn can put number 2 for breaking out this season. Alright, for my last player here, in part of the players for the Raptors I think might break out, I have Precious Achiuwa. So why I have Precious Achiuwa here? Because this guy can show he can play with the best of the best in bigs like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, DeAndre Ayton. Like, honestly, this guy, Precious Achiuwa, he has a lot to improve on next season. And then he averaged 9.1 points, 7 rebounds, 1 assist, 35% from 3, 43% from the field, and shot 48.6% on field goal percentage. It's the Raptors now. They have Christian Koloko. They can now play their center lineup, or of, we can say, their centers for now. You can say Pascal, Precious, and probably Christian, I guess, if he fits into rotation. I don't know how they're going to use him. But I think the Raptors development can probably figure that out with Precious and Christian. But honestly, I think this dynamic trio in the center up for their team of Christian Koloko, Precious Achiuwa, and Pascal Siakam, they can honestly bring it on a night-in-night-out basis. As Christian Koloko 7'1", Pascal 6'9", and Precious 6'8". So you're dealing with the likes of trees among boys. But honestly, Precious Achiuwa, he played very well. I even knew in the Rising Star game he had a lot to do, because in the Rising Star game, I think he had like almost like about, and Precious Achiuwa almost won Rising Star MVP. So you can say that helped him honestly for his performance after the All-Star break. So there's nothing that Precious Achiuwa hasn't done last season. He did a lot as he's a sophomore. He did a lot, and yeah, I mean, Nick Nurse even said he's seen change in Precious Achiuwa since the Rising Stars game, and I think Precious had a blast and just built off that experience. And yeah, and Precious Achiuwa in the Rising Stars game, he had 18 points and 6 rebounds as he shot a good amount from the 3. So he did a lot in that Rising Stars game, and then built on that experience and carried it into the games after regular season, after the All-Star break, and then into the playoffs versus the 76ers. So, I mean, Precious played very well. I think the playoffs, I think he turned it up a notch. Precious Achiuwa averaged in the playoffs. He averaged 10.2 points, almost a block per game, 5 rebounds per game, 60% from the free throw line. That's alright, but he can probably improve on that. And shot 30% from 3 and played 27 minutes. That's very good production. Precious Achiuwa, honestly, I think he's going to bring it next season. He's going to want to be on a mission. He's going to want that Most Improved Player award in his capsule, so I don't want to see why Precious wouldn't be on a run the next season. So, I mean, Precious Achiuwa, he's been doing some damage, and I think for that game versus Philadelphia, there wasn't really a lot to do, as he just showed he can play 99 basis, and yeah, I think that's why I'm probably going to break out this season. But yeah, that's my list of players that I think that might break out, yeah, that's why I think Precious is going to break out. He's going to show that he's on a mission this season, and yeah, that's my list of players that I think for the Raptors that might break out. Let me know what you think of this video. I'm going to have to edit this video, as this video will probably go up Saturday. And if you are new, hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and yeah, it's your boy Jimmy, and I'm signing out.